Hey, I'm your host, Anthony Tank Mansfield, and with me today is...
Dr. John Funk.
And this is What You Into.
What you into? What you into?
Funk Man, welcome back into the basement. I'm stoked to have you back again.
Thank you very much. Now, if you noticed, I actually used my whole doctor title. So, before we begin, I have something I absolutely have to do.
Okay, we're covering asses here.
Yes. The podcast tonight is solely the views of myself, Dr. John Funk, and Anthony Tank Mansfield, and do not reflect the views of the United States Air Force, the Department of Defense, the President, or the Intergalactic Federation of Planets. Additionally, nothing we're going to discuss is export controlled or at all classified. Thank you.
Hell yeah, dude. I've never had a warning before. Listener, how fucking dangerous does the show feel now, right? Oh man, this is like smoking your first cigarette at 12. This is like...
Oh yeah,
this is
there
bad
are drones overhead circling, waiting for me to fuck up.
Oh man,
Put
okay.
a hellfire through your window here, man. That's gonna make a mess.
I mean, you know what? I would like to see my tax dollars. You know, I mean...
Yeah, for that split second before it blows up. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like... Fuck, that is, and then you know, then we're a weird mix of mist and ashes.
Well, at least you know Lauren and Holly get some good life insurance out of all of this. So.
Damn, okay, so the drones are good enough that it's gonna take us out here in the basement, but the wife is safe on the first floor.
Oh yeah. Print and Jet are totally fine. Yeah.
Cool. All right, man. Keeping with your international man of mystery theme, no social media for you this week. We're not promoting anything.
No.
And then for me, listener, you can find me at @NeoToNoOne is the Instagram. It's also the website if you had a .com to it. All right, let's get into the show.
Cool.
So, all right, last time you came on the show, you talked about being a dabbler, like a man who is into many things, and you try stuff, and you do things, and you just learn stuff. And so for opening segment, I was like, hey, you want, like, I was thinking we talk about curling, and then you go, well, it's been a minute. Okay, so what's going on with curling?
So for me, not a whole lot. So since last time we talked, my life has gone from doing about everything with everything and having all kinds of time to dabble in everything to having time to dabble in nothing but getting to see the vast far reaches of the world.
Yeah, you do seem to be a man that is traveling a lot lately. Because I remember trying to line up this podcast. I was like, hey, can you do this? And you're like, I'm going to be out of the country. I'm like, fair enough. And you're like, but I had this window we can fit in.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
It's been a bit tight. Yeah.
So, okay. So, which do you have a preference? Like, are you on the road too much, or do you like the fact that you're on the road?
It's a weird thing, but I'd say it's really exciting.
I mean,
it is fun as hell getting to go all these crazy places I've never been before. So, you know, I kind of love it.
Yeah, and it is one of those things where, man, like, you are really living life in a unique way, because there's some people that, you know, they don't move beyond like a 6-block radius all their life or something.
Yeah.
Like, people stay in like super small neighborhoods all their life, or there's people that have never left the state. Like when I was growing up, I definitely knew some people that had never left the state, had barely left the area they were in. Yeah. And then you're on the complete opposite end of this, where you're traveling all over the world.
Yeah, last year I calculated it out as I spent 5 months out of the country and visited 22 different countries.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking countries.
It's a lot of countries.
Okay, let's dabble into this for a second. you're a big fan of flying.
Oh, love flying.
Okay, I'm sort of a fan of flying. It's a mix for me. I like how cool it is, but I always have that thought in my head because I'm not in control. I'm like, I might die now. And just kind of make peace with that. I get really weird on the like once you're going off the ground, because I always in my head I'm like, well, if it's gonna happen, this is when it's gonna happen. You're gonna get about 200 feet up, and then something's gonna happen.
Oh, it's more likely on the coming down part, actually.
Okay, well, now you ruined it for me. Thanks. Now I got anxiety on both ends of the flight. How do you feel about turbulence?
I'm okay with it.
Really? Like you can just chill when like you're getting knocked around and shit?
Oh my God. So my craziest flight ever, I was still at Purdue. I'm doing my graduate work, and my major professor had arranged a flight on the university's private jet, which was cool as hell.
That is cool.
Oh my God, it was amazing. Yeah, so this is the bird that they used to like go recruit like the football players and basketball players and shit.
Yeah.
But we arranged a flight to go to DC for some meeting or whatever. And we're waiting there. I can see the weather is ugly as hell. And pilot comes out. It's like, okay, we got to go now within the next 5 minutes, or we're probably sitting for about another 4-6 hours. So we hop in the jet, take off like crazy. Oh my God, pitch way the hell back. Gets up to about 5,000 feet or so. And I'm actually sitting right behind the pilot. Small bird, so you can actually see all the controls, see the pilot and everything. And I'm looking at all the controls, and I notice him pull the throttles all the way back. Like idle, kind of. We're barely in the air, just barely above crashing into the ground. And I'm like, what in the fuck? And he's just flying around just level for like a couple minutes. And I'm looking at the radar, and it is like bright purple. Like not even red, purple kind of shit here. And he sees this hole. I don't even see it. It's not on the radar. He sees some hole, jams the throttle full forward, yanks the stick back as hard as he can, pulls the hell out of this bird. We're going up like a freaking freight train up, and pop through the clouds, and great flight the rest of the way.
Holy shit.
We land in National back in the days when you could do that. And pre 9/11. And I'm talking to the pilot's like, wow, that was exciting. And he's like, yeah, the wind shear was so bad that had he flown the bird any faster, he would have ripped off the tail. So that was cool.
Wow.
So that was fun. After that flight, turbulence don't mean shit.
Once you got on the other side of it, like once you like went straight and popped out, were you guys like, hell yeah, that was cool? Or...
Oh yeah, I was loving that entire thing. My professor next to me, who actually is a pilot, he was a bit more white knuckled. I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Oh my God, man!
Yeah, it was fun.
I'm not a fan of turbulence at all. It scares the shit out of me. Okay, on commercial flights, where's your favorite spot to sit? Like
first class.
Okay, your go-to first class?
Oh, if I wish I could. Yeah, normally no. It's government flight, government fare. So unless I get the upgrade from having a butt ton of miles like I do these days, otherwise I go actually to the very last row.
Really?
Yeah.
The very last row of coach.
Very last row, because it's usually just a 2-seater instead of a 3, so I only have one person to crawl over. And usually there's enough room on the window that if I need to, I can actually sneak out next to the window and get out behind by the flight attendants and back, so I don't even need to wake up the asshole next to me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you, do you sit aisle or do you sit window?
Window domestically, aisle internationally.
Okay.
Unless I can get that last row and have the combination window aisle kind of
combo
seat. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. The flight lands. People stand up.
Oh yeah.
Pro, con.
Definitely pro. My knees are killing me.
You're like, get up.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, I'm standing the second that seatbelt light turns off if I can, just to stretch my knees, because they're pretty damn unhappy at that point.
They're just on fire.
Oh God, yeah.
How do you get annoyed with people that don't travel often?
Yes. so often. Oh my God. Especially when they're in the fucking TSA pre-check line and they have no idea what the hell they're doing. And they're just, oh, do I take off my belt? No, you don't take off your goddamn belt at the TSA pre-check line. That says that on the side. Read the goddamn signs, you dumbass. How did you get in this line?
This is why we signed up for this.
Yes.
This is
Yes.
This is look. I'm willing to give up parts of my freedom so I don't have to take my belt
So
off.
much. Yes, exactly. I want my damn belt on and my shoes on, and I want you to move your freaking ass and get going.
I feel.
Jesus.
I mean, I just feel like if George Washington was here today, he'd be like, "Yeah, me too." He's not trying to stand in. He's not trying to stand in a fucking security line. He's like an hour and a half. Like, yeah, dude. Or give a little bit of freedom. 5 minutes, you're through. Get to keep your belt on.
Oh, Jefferson though, he'd be in the hour and a half line. Yeah, no, giving up any kind of freedom for convenience for that line.
He's like, no,
not for Jefferson.
I'm right here.
Oh yeah,
and this is where I will be.
No, Jefferson's taking it all off on the regular line.
You know what? Jefferson calling the TSA tyrants, I'm kind of not against.
He's probably not wrong, actually.
Yeah. That is one thing that bugs me about security sometimes is like when it changes and it's like, do I take the laptop out or not? And
I know.
I'm just like, what is happening here?
Yeah, and it changes per airport.
Airport.
It's ridiculous.
It's like, can we just keep some consistency?
Yes.
Can we just agree on a
Yes.
system? Instead of like, sometimes they're just like, throw the bag through. And I'm like, all right, cool. And other times it's like, you got to unpack all electronics out of the bag, your cell phone. I'm like, well, I thought I was in the pre-check line.
Doesn't matter. It's different at this airport. Like, oh, shut up.
Yes, you're running.
Oh, my God.
Yes, you, the warlord of the Kansas City airport.
Oh, my God.
Like, you're the big sheriff in town. We get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fuck that.
Yeah, okay.
All right, well, let's get into the main part of the show, man. So let's talk about this. So I told you before, I'm very excited about having a true collection episode because as show anthropologist Sarah Lima, a.k.a. Bomb Track, discovered that collection episodes are the lowest of the episodes that I have on What You Into because it's hard to find people that have collections.
Yeah, and I'm sure Bomb will tell you also that this is the first episode where you had a warning against
it's true.
Classified information, too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Which, again, pretty cool.
You know, I'm just feeding this stuff for Bomb to keep track of, you know, give her something to do. Like she doesn't have enough.
That's right. But yeah, we got talking, and I forgot how it came up, and you're like, oh, I have I think
maybe Garden,
yeah, Garden, yeah. Garden was like, hey, if you ever want to interview Funk about his flag collection, I was like, oh, really? And then and then I know the background of it, but could you kind of tell the listener like what your flag collection is, how it started?
Yeah. So,
well, actually, let's do this first.
Okay.
How many flags are currently in the collection?
Right now, 33.
33 flags in the collection.
Yes.
All right, cool. And then, all right, now let's pop into
and they are not small flags. These are full 3 foot by 5 foot flags.
Yeah. Flags.
Yes.
We're collecting flags
yes.
today. We're not this bullshit where you get like the little one on the stick at the 4th of July parade.
We're going full size here.
Swing it around and you put it in like your cup of pens.
Yeah.
No.
These are full grommeted, able to hang out on your front porch on 4th of July or whatever national holiday you have in your nation kind of flags. So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but it started about last year after a trip to NATO headquarters, as one does.
Yeah, I mean, I like to vacation there.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, and just saw the massive number of flags at the headquarters building there, and thought, you know what, this would be kind of cool to have in mind. Show all the places I've been in my world travels, and so I just started got about a 12-foot section of wall and just started hanging up these flags with in order of countries that I've visited throughout my life.
Okay, so which flag is number one?
Which flag is number one is Canada.
Okay.
Yep.
That seems like a fairly easy one to check off the list at first.
Yeah.
You know, is America represented on there?
I did not put the U.S. flag on there. It is the only U.S. type flag I have on there is, okay, I did cheat a little bit. I did put a Hawaii on there.
Okay.
Yeah, because, I can't drive to Hawaii. So,
You gotta fly.
given how long that flight is, and, if you actually go the, more traditional kind of Hawaiian flag, it's really pretty cool. So, yeah, I put that up there.
Do you have an American flag, for your house or anything? Interesting.
I think I have my grandpa's flag somewhere from his service days, but not nothing else hanging anywhere. No.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Are they warming up the drone right now?
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
God damn it!
I'm looking for the little red dot. Yeah. Warn me if you see anything.
Okay. Well, tell me. I don't know. This is.
Oh yeah.
You're over here talking about enjoying fucking turbulence and everything else, man. Okay, so Canada was the first one,
Yep.
and then and as you said, as you travel to places, you would pick them up.
Yep.
Where does one buy a flag at?
For me,
Amazon.
Amazon.
Okay. See, no, that's a solid answer because I got thinking about this as I was writing the questions last night, and I'm like, it's not like at least the United States. I'm not even sure if you can come. I got to figure somebody is selling an American flag.
Oh, I'm sure.
At an international airport, like if you're in Chicago or if you're LAX or somewhere in New York, I got to figure they got a store where you can buy an American flag when you're coming off the flight.
I don't know if I've ever seen one. Okay. Oh, okay. So that is my next goal here, to see if I can find a U.S. flag in a U.S. airport when I land.
Yeah, it just seems like a miss by capitalism if we're not doing this. You jump off the flight and you're like, oh my god, I'm in America, and maybe it's somebody that just immigrated here and this is like, hey, this is like the first day of the rest of my life. And I know I'll take this flag and I'll give it to my kids and the grandkids that come to be the live in this land.
Of your voyages across the sea to the promised United States.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
And then this is why I wanted to ask about when you go to buy flags. Like, it's like if you're in a foreign country, it's like, okay, where do I get the flag at?
Nah, I travel really effing light. Mm-hmm. I don't check bags. Everything that I need I carry on my back. I don't even have one of those wheelie carry-ons. So I travel insanely light. I buy barely anything when I'm in the foreign country. So I just get them when I come back through Amazon.
Nice. Okay. This right here solves a major mystery that I had going into this episode. It's like, how does this work?
Nah, I'm just lazy. And like I said, I don't want to carry anything that I don't have to and add more weight and volume to a bag that's already beyond packed.
All right. So you sort of answered this for us earlier. You said that flags are 3x5.
Yep. 3x5 foot. Yep.
Is that how did that get internationally decided?
That's a damn fine question. I don't know.
Okay.
I wish I did.
Here, vamp for a minute. I'll Jamie it. Flag sizes become. All right, too much vamping because now I'm trying to. I'm getting lost in the songs. How did flag sizes become standardized? Let's try this.
I don't. Well, at least that's a standard size on Amazon.
All right. Navy, U.S. Okay. The closest thing I can get off the top here is, the United States flag code.
Yeah.
That's not helping us. Flags are usually rectangular in shape, often the ratio of 2 to 3, 1 to 2, or 3 to 5.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So there are different sizes, but internationally. All right.
Yeah.
Listener, Google this one on your own. I'm gonna do some research on it because I can't dive into it too deep right now without bringing this podcast to a screeching halt. God damn it! This is why I need a college kid intern. I could be like, you sit on the couch here and just run Google in the background and
talk to Garden. She might be able to find you some.
Okay, fair enough. Cool. We'll make that happen. But that is interesting, and it's also interesting that most are square. Like, very rarely do you run into flags that are not just like a solid square design.
Yeah, yeah. There's a couple out there. Like, oh gosh, what's that one with like the two triangles? I want to say it's in Southeast Asia. I can't remember the country.
Yeah.
Malaysia, maybe.
Well, I always think it's interesting with like Ohio having the Ohio flag,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
like which is not a square.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and
Yeah, it's one of the odd ones in the U.S.
It's
yeah,
total
not-
weird flag,
yeah,
like a weird
yeah.
like pendant style kind
It's
of
so
thing.
bizarre. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is what we do.
Yeah,
And,
it's Ohio. Yeah, it explains a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just is interesting that like the proportion of the 3x5 has become the international thing.
Yeah.
And then people design around it.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. Also from a design pattern, like what are the most common designs flags have? Is it squares? Is it triangles? Like what usually shows up?
Yeah, the Europeans really have fallen into the whole 3 different color bar thing, and it gets so hard remembering, which one is vertical bars, which versus horizontal bars, and Belgium versus Germany. Those both look exactly the same, but they're rotated 90 degrees, and the Europeans really need some creativity with their flags. Come on, I get it. You're thousands of years older than the U.S. Fine, but still boring. So boring.
Do a revamp. Just,
Exactly. Modernize it.
yeah, just kind of like when a sports team like
Yeah.
redoes their logo.
Yeah.
Just step it up for
Yeah.
modern times.
Exactly. Come on. Move it to at least the 18th century.
Yeah, look, keep the Union Jack. That thing's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
But but other than that, like, come on,
yeah.
guys.
Yeah,
you know,
that's about the only one that has any real kind of flair to it.
yeah.
But, that's really about the best the Brits have going for them. Oh, did I just say that? Sorry. Just like ripping on the Brits. It's fun.
Oh man, I'm so glad we don't have a king. I would be so fucking annoyed if I had to do this bullshit where like one day a year, or not one day a year, but like just every once in a while, they're like, we're gonna put this crown on this person. It doesn't mean anything. Like it really doesn't change anything.
No,
it's just they're rich assholes, and it's kind of a reminder of what was, and it's like I don't want to participate in this.
Yeah, it's. I did like watching the Netflix show The Crown because it had a whole bunch of cool history going on behind it all, and Queen Elizabeth, she was actually pretty amazing, but at the same time the whole institution's kind of weird and ridiculous, and the whole British society thing with the upper lords and all of that, it's just why it doesn't it's just so. Yeah,
and it's like it feels like almost like an old timey version of like a CEO having a golden parachute.
Yeah,
where the king was like, "Look, you could kill me, or I'll give you guys the power, but we stay just balling rich."
Oh
and then that's like it. And then some guy was like, "All right, deal." You know?
Yeah.
Like, okay, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, and then it just goes down from there to all of the like. Dukes and everything who have their kids in the ridiculously elite, pricey private schools, and that's the only way you get ahead in British society. And it's just like, also, weird and stuffy, and the Brits are just kind of strange.
We're slinging shit here at the Brits,
I know.
but at the same time, we also have our own oligarchs. So
oh my god, yes, yeah. And I do like the Brits that I know.
Yeah,
they're pretty fun.
So you guys, we feel you.
Yeah, it's the whole English language speaking folks who, we just have our own weird things going on compared to the rest of the world.
Have you ever ran into a neon flag?
Neon, ooh.
Yeah. So I was kind of thinking about that because I kind of did the same thing with these last questions. Like I was kind of looking at flags through like the lens of, being an artist and designer.
Yeah.
And I got to thinking, I was like, all right, there is a standardized side. So that so from like my perspective, it's kind of like a like when you go to do a beer label and they all basically have like the same template where it's like, hey, here's where you got to fit shit at. And flags are kind of the same way. And then it starts getting off into the area of like, okay, you know, what do we put on this thing? And like you said, you see a lot of repeating stuff with like bars and shit like that. You know, or circles. Like it's a lot of, or triangles. There's a lot of designy shit happening. It's very geometric. And then it gets to the point where it's like, okay, well, what are the colors of our country? You know, and like making that distinction. Because it is one of those things that you do recognize, you know, like you definitely recognize like a Mexican flag, where you recognize like an Italian flag just by the colors, or like the Irish flag. It's just like, okay, you know, I recognize what this is. So I'm just wondering if there's anybody that's ever been like, fuck it, dude, let's do neon. Like let's get some hot pink in here.
I've seen some stuff down in like Key West, but I think those are like different. Those definitely weren't national flags.
True. It's true. Yeah, dude. Florida loves pink, especially Miami. They love it.
Yeah, and I love Miami for that. You know, Miami's a fun place.
I've never been to Miami.
Miami's wonderful. You got to go to Miami.
It's one of those things where you seem like you should go because Miami seems like one of those American cities where you distinctly realize you're in Miami.
Oh yeah, Miami's so much fun. All the Art Deco architecture there, Miami Beach. Oh, it's just then the food down in Little Havana. Unbelievable. Oh my gosh. Yeah. We were down there 2021 just sitting in this restaurant, like on the street portion of there on the right by the sidewalk, and there's this band playing, and across the street there's the other restaurant, and their band took a break, so members of that band came over to our restaurant and started playing in the street with our restaurant's band, and just that kind of crazy shit happens in Miami because it's a fun place. I love it. That's really, really awesome.
It's again, it just seems like a very distinct city where it's just like you recognize, because it's, you know, just talking about the colors of it, talking about like the nightlife that's existed there forever and still exists there now, the beaches. Yeah, it looks like a fucking cool town.
Yeah, I like Miami a lot more than I like Vegas. You know, that's another one of those party kind of towns, but totally different vibe. You know, a lot more laid back and a lot more real than Vegas is, because there's nothing real about Vegas.
No, Vegas is definitely an illusion.
Yeah,
it's a weird grifter city.
Oh yeah,
and people allow themselves to be grift because it is a weird thing where it's an intersection of vices and grifting. I mean, that makes sense, because then it's kind of a predator-prey thing.
Oh, yeah.
Where
That's like a dangerous combination.
Yeah, where it's like, look, I know why you're here, and I can give you that thing, but I'm also going to fuck you over while I give you this thing. And it's like...
and people, I think, even know that going in, and yet they continue to go.
The whole thing with like gambling just blows my mind.
Yeah.
It's just it's a vice I do not have. I like to bet on some things like sports stuff. But usually it's just like fantasy football kind of scratches that itch for me. But like I've been to Vegas now twice. I've never put down a bet on anything. I've never even like plunked a quarter in a slot machine. I'm like, I just don't. This isn't for me.
Yeah. I've spent like $2 total just to say that I've done it. But I also, first time I went there, stood behind a $5,000 minimum hand blackjack table and just watched, and just, these guys are betting like $20,000 at a pop. It's like, holy crap! How do you even have that kind of fucking money? I don't. Yeah, can't even fathom
that kind of money. Liquid. Just it's here. I just have 20 grand riding on the table right now.
Oh yeah.
It's just, it's walking around money.
Yeah, it's just terrifying just how much money some people have and are willing to blow on a whim.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a strange one, man. I like getting off the strip. I like going over to the beer district, the arts district.
Yeah.
That place is cool.
That is a nicer area, yeah.
But yeah, I'm with you. I can only be in Vegas for a few days.
Yeah, no, it's too much.
Yeah. It's too much indeed. And before we get off Vegas, the other crazy thing is they just keep amassing sports teams.
Oh yeah. Just what? the A's now.
Yeah, the A's are trying. I mean, the A's got to get out of Oakland. Nobody's coming to see them.
Yeah.
But that is the thing. Is like Vegas is just getting major league teams. They just lost the MLS team. The MLS team went to San Diego. So now I think there's 30 MLS teams. San Diego just got their club instead of Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Which kind of surprises me because everything in Vegas right now is set up around the fucking the NFL stadium out there. Well, I mean, they just got so many big venues to host people.
Yeah.
They're hosting all those major concerts out there now, like the When We Were Young festival, and they just did like Sick New World the other day. So they're just again, it's a party city, you know?
Yeah.
Do you want to party? Do you want to party with sports? Do you want to party with concerts? Do you just want to come gamble? Hey, what do you think about what do you think about, escorts or like going to strip clubs? Like, is that your thing?
Yeah.
Do you just want to get really fucking drunk? We have cocaine. Did you know we have cocaine? We have cocaine here. Like, it's just it's a pick your poison.
Yeah. Strange place.
Strange
That's
spot.
Okay.
All right, let's eject out of Vegas. Let's get back to talking flags.
Yeah, that was a weird turn.
It did. Man, rants and rabbit holes, dude. That's what the show's about. Sidetracks. Which country has your favorite flag?
Ooh. Boy, I have to. Of the ones I have, I would have to. You know what?
Can I give you a top three? You want to do a top three?
No, I actually am going to choose.
You get a number one?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think it's probably French Polynesia.
French Polynesia?
Yeah.
What the fuck does their flag look like?
Oh, gosh. It's just bright and colorful and...
Hold on. I'm gonna Google this. Keep talking.
Yeah. And
describe it for the listener who's listening at home.
So French Polynesia is...
That is a sick flag.
I know, yeah. More commonly known as, like, Tahiti.
Nice.
And it is just, like I said, light and colorful and has, like, these more traditional symbols of, like, the boats and it's... Yeah, it's just like Tahiti itself. Just kind of... more cultural-ish and just chill because Tahiti is amazing.
So, listener, if you're like at work right now in your car, I'm going to describe this to you. So the Tahiti flag is basically it's got bars. The center white bar is the largest bar, but then it's got a red bar up top, red bar at the bottom. And then in the middle of the flag, in the center of the white bar, is a circle, and within that circle is there's rippling blue waves that come up and meet the yellow sun at the midway point, so at the vanishing line. And then on top of the waves is two boats. That I'm guessing these are...
Actually, that's a single boat.
Oh, it's a single boat?
Yep, it's a multi-hull.
It's a multi-hull boat.
Yeah.
And then are these people on the boat? The X's?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah. So this is a sick flag.
Oh, yeah. It's
good flag.
Yeah, it's beautiful. That's the old traditional style of boats out there. So if you ever seen the movie Moana with the big catamarans, those things were real. Those massive catamarans were absolutely real, and they were like huge. They were like way bigger than like the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. But yeah, Polynesian people would just have these monstrous catamarans and go sail the South Pacific and all around, just looking for islands and finding their way around. And it's just an amazing history and culture that, the rest of the world just doesn't really know it much about, other than through Moana, and which, by the way, is a fabulous musical. I love that movie so much. Oh my god, it makes me cry. But yeah, they were doing all kinds of amazing stuff way before the Europeans were, and don't get nearly the credit for it. So it's just cool. That's pretty amazing.
It's a solid pick for number one.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw my number one pick, the Japanese flag.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, nice and simple. Just the red ball in the middle. Yeah.
The red ball. Yeah, they got a kickball in the middle of a bed sheet. It's a pretty sick flag.
Yep.
It reminds me of a Rothko painting. That's what I like about it. It's just like or just some other type of like minimalist style where it's just here's a geometric circle, perfectly placed right in the middle of a huge white background, and it just pops from out. And when you see it, you instantly know what it is.
Absolutely,
you're just like, oh, Japan.
Yeah. No, it's and that one's another one that goes back. Decades, centuries. There we go. That's the right unit of measure. God.
Japan been around for a minute.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah. All right. Is there so you're buying flags for every trip.
Yep.
Which country, like when you travel, if you travel to a country multiple times, do you get multiple flags for it? Is there any, okay, so there's no way to denote like, I've been to this country 6 times, I've been to this country.
No, unfortunately, I might have to do that. May add a little bead thing to the flag and add a bead for each time I go. That'd be kind of cool. I like that idea. I might do that.
You kind of treat like a jiu-jitsu belt where you could put like stripes on it. So just get like athletic tape and just cut like a little stripe, and you could put a stripe like somewhere in the same spot on all of them. Like maybe on the side where the grommets are.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I like that. I might have to start doing that.
Yeah. Keep a track.
Absolutely.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at
this
show.
Evolving
Ideas.
collection. Damn,
Things are happening.
It.
All right, we got it going. Okay, so with that being said, which country outside the U.S. have you traveled to the most?
Belgium.
How?
Yep.
How the fuck did Belgium? Wait, is this one of the disclaimer things?
Yeah, no disclaimer necessary. I just go to NATO a lot.
Okay, I feel like that should have a disclaimer on it.
And actually, of all the flags that I have, like I said, do have a Hawaii one in there just because, it used to be its own form of country before we kind of took it over. But I also do have a NATO flag as well.
Nice.
Because A, it's kind of the inspiration for having these, but B, I got myself a NATO flag when I actually got to go and represent the U.S. at a NATO meeting. Sit at the big table with all the countries' names and plaques in front of you. Yeah. So I got to sit at the big table and have the United States in front of me. So, I felt that was worthy of getting its own flag.
Okay. Yeah, that is pretty cool. You got to sit at the big table.
Oh, yeah.
Not the kids' table for you today. Big table.
No. Big table representing the entire country. That's pretty freaking cool.
King of the castle. King of the
Hell
castle.
Yeah.
Go over here and do this. Go over here and do that.
The representative from the United States has the floor. Thank you.
Nice. How did they feel how did you feel internally the first time you were at NATO? Like, was it a butterfly moment? Were you excited? Like, what was that feeling?
It was overwhelming. Yeah, it was pretty damn overwhelming just knowing what's done there and knowing all of the various countries that are represented there and what they're doing. And so that was definitely a bit exciting and a bit nervous, and then not as nervous as sitting at the big table. That was the second time I went to NATO.
They're like, look, you handled yourself well the first time. We can now trust you at the table.
Pretty much. And then there was a 2-day meeting. So the first day I got to sit at the big table. The second day, someone else got to sit at the big table. So I sat behind them and ate Girl Scout cookies. And handed out Girl Scout cookies to all the people in the back.
What did the people from other countries sing of Girl Scout cookies?
They liked them.
They were like,
they were pretty happy with them. Yeah, there's actually a NATO Girl Scout troop. Yeah, who the freak knew? They were selling them in the lobby.
Do they have M4s? Like what? Like what is? What are the fucking NATO Girl Scouts packing?
Thin mints. Duh.
Okay. Makes sense. I mean, it does make sense it would sell internationally. They are a delicious.
Oh my God, so good.
You really can't go wrong with them.
Oh yeah, thin mints are like the best weapon we have for peace.
That's true, dude. Yeah. No, that's why you bring worlds together.
Oh yeah. It used to be McDonald's back during the Cold War. No, thin mints these days much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's So okay, so you're interacting with people from other countries.
Yep.
Does it just feel like a work conference, or does it feel like just interacting with other people in the office, or kind of what's that relationship like where you're like, fuck, I am representing my country right now?
Yeah, it really does just feel like work these days. It's not any really different than what a normal job would be when I had normal jobs just working on US only type stuff. So at this point, though, I'm representing the biggest player in the room. So I'm kind of at that point one of the bigger players in the room. So that's kind of odd and nice at the same time, but odd. But really, eventually, it's taken me 4 years in this job to really feel comfortable with it. But at this point, yeah, it's just normal everyday today kind of work.
That's super cool.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome. So, all right, when you're in like Belgium, where do you eat and drink at?
Oh my god, so much. Oh my gosh. So, well, the drinking part's real easy. Cafe Delirium. Yum.
Holy shit! That makes total sense. That
Yeah.
what is it like going to their spot?
It is amazing. So, for those of you who don't know,
Yeah, fill in the
yeah,
listener
let's go
on this.
back for a minute. So, Delirium Tremens, one of the best beers in the world. It's the beer that has the pink elephant on the bottle. Super tasty, absolutely. Just like I said, great beer. Highly recommend. Belgian style, of course. But they also have a whole complex in downtown Belgium. There, the Cafe Delirium Cafe. Hey, thanks. And they have the Guinness Book of World Records list for the largest beer list. They have well over 2,000 different beers that they stock at Cafe Delirium.
Holy shit!
Oh yeah, yeah. And whenever I go there, I actually know the bartender at this point, Julian.
Nice,
Yep, my third favorite bartender in the world.
very cool. Hey, you know what? You get the bronze out of the entire world.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, my number 1 and 2 favorite bartenders are both named Paul, though. So Julian, he's a good guy. He's never steered me wrong. I just asked Julian, pick something for me, and he's always picked something beyond fabulous.
How does the list work there? I mean, is stuff on a wall akin to like at a brewery, like what's on tap, or do they just? I mean, or is it just like when you go to the Cheesecake Factory and they give you that ridiculous like 20-page menu?
Yeah, they drop a binder on you. It is a full 3-ring binder.
It's a karaoke book.
Oh God, yeah, yeah. Just the Belgian beer list is over 1,000, and it's probably 20 plus, maybe no, it's got to be more than that. Probably close to 30 or 40 pages. It is insane.
Can you tour their cellaring system there? Like I would just love to go behind the scenes and see where they're storing all this shit.
Oh
at.
yeah, I know.
I mean,
I
just
know.
the idea that you have 2,000 beers at any time between draft and can and bottle
Yeah.
that you can pull from.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. So yeah, I spend a lot of time at Cafe Delirium, and then the rest of for food wise, just wandering around eating Belgian waffles, which are beyond incredible. If you haven't been to Taste of Belgium and had their waffles, that is really ridiculously close to a true Belgian waffle. They did a great job at Taste of Belgium with that, but they still can't get the chocolate as good as you get in Belgium. Man, a chocolate covered waffle actually in Belgium is unbelievable. And just staggeringly good.
And correct me if I'm wrong, or listener, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty confident when I say that Taste of Belgium is one of the only places in Cincinnati or even in Ohio where you can get Delirium at all time.
Oh yeah,
like it's if you go there, you can get it. Like you can get it on tap.
Delirium on tap is fabulous, as is Quack. Quack is that one beer that has the weird ass shaped glass that's like a funnel at top, then goes real thin, then has a big old bulb at the bottom, and you have to have it in the separate wooden holster kind of thing because it can't stand on its own. But yeah, Quack is also incredibly good on tap. So yeah, if you're gonna go start with standard Belgian beers, those would be the two I'd start with because they're really good.
What other countries do you enjoy drinking in?
So, Germany's also a good one.
I mean, that seems like a solid go-to.
Oh yeah, Germany drinking is always really nice. I actually, so I had an incredibly good drinking year last year. Oh my god.
I like how you're talking about this like you put up 40 touchdowns last season.
Oh my god, yeah. So we'll go back to Belgium here first. So Holly was coming out. My wife was coming out to visit me when I was in Belgium for one of my trips. One of the nice things about my job, she gets to come along every once in a while.
Nice.
But we were on different flights because government flight, versus what I could afford. So massively different flights. So I got in ridiculously early at like 8 a.m. on Sunday. She was getting in like 8 p.m. just because, like I said, she had way different flights. So I'm wandering around downtown Brussels trying to figure out what I'm going to do because I've done all the touristy crap. And I sit down just outside Grand Place, and it's like 11:30 on Sunday. And I bring up Google, like, events today going on in Brussels. Number one thing that came up, starting in 30 minutes, 30-minute walk away, day 2, Brussels Beerfest.
Let's go.
Holy shit.
Let's go.
Oh my God.
Like,
holy crap.
Like in that instance, you made this. You're like, this is the day.
Oh yeah, no, I was freaking out for like the first 10 minutes or so, thinking that there's no way, there's got to be, there can't be any tickets left for this shit. It's going to be insane, or there's not tickets, but you know what? Fuck it. You know what? Let's just walk over there. At worst, I get some steps in, and I'll get to see a little bit more of the city, part of I haven't seen before. Get over there. Not only is there like no pre-sale for tickets needed, just walk right up to the booth, get your ticket to get in. It's insanely cheap. It's like 10 euros to get in. And then you just buy whatever beer you want. But there was no crowd.
What?
It was no crowd yet.
Oh, because it was so early?
Yeah. And there were, oh my God, there were like a dozen of these booth things, each with about 6 or so different beer vendors, each with about 6 to 10 different beers each. So you're talking about 72 or so beer vendors times 6. I'm not even 140 something beers, and they were pouring massive, ridiculously large size pours of Belgian beers. And I thought,
what do you get it in? Do you get it in like a glass?
Yeah.
Okay. And is it like a legit glass, or is it like a plastic thing?
It is a legit glass, probably about 6 ounces.
Okay.
So good size pours.
Yeah.
Especially when you figure these beers are about minimum 8%.
Yeah. So, listener, to kind of put this into perspective for you, if you've ever been to a brewery and you get a taster flight, those glasses are 5 ounces. So this is like those plus one more.
At least.
So,
oh yeah.
So pretty good size.
Yeah.
Like, and you're also comparing this to like a normal beer. Like if you were to have a Bud Light or a Coors or something like that, those are 12 ounce beers.
Yeah. 4%ish.
Yeah, or if you're drinking at a bar, a pint glass 16.
Yeah.
So there's very, very generous pours for, hey, go off and try all these different beers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And, being American, I figured at this point, American craft beer scene is the bomb. We have the most creative stuff going on in America. Holy shit. Going to this, I realized I didn't know anything about beer. The stuff they were doing over there in these microbreweries in Belgium, not just in Brussels, but all across Belgium and even across Europe that came into this thing, just blew my mind. Stuff that I've never seen before, never even thought of before in any U.S. brewery. Like, they are just on top of the creative beer game over there. I think I had at least 9 or 10 different pours. I don't quite remember how I got all the way back to that hotel room. but-
Sometimes you time travel.
oh my gosh. Yeah, it was incredible. That was the best drinking in terms of quality ever. But Germany.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Pause.
Okay.
Like you're like, let me tell you, let me go on this like cool rant about everything in Brussels. No, you cannot ask a question right now because I got to go to Germany. Slow down, cowboy. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right. So first up, was there before you even left the hotel? Was there anybody to share this news with? Like, were you with people?
Nope.
And you were just soloing.
Oh, yeah.
And so did you just like text your wife to like check out what I'm doing?
She was still on a plane.
Oh shit.
She was airborne at that
shit.
point,
Yeah.
so I have no one to tell.
You-
I'm in Brussels by myself.
Bro, no gods, no masters. You're just
No.
fucking doing your own thing. Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so then when you get
Yeah.
there, and again, we get the detail of they do give you like a legit glass. What kind of music are they playing?
Oh gosh, it was not a whole lot. It was fairly.
Did they
low.
even have like speakers hooked up, or they were just playing like modern
Yeah.
rock or
It
anything?
it was nothing terribly exciting or noticeable. It was just modern kind of European pop music.
Okay.
But nothing like loud or anything. It was just a real nice, chill kind of event. No lines for any of the breweries. You just walk right up, ask for whatever you want or suggestions from the brewers there. They would talk to you forever. There was a brewery from Ukraine that was there with all Ukraine ingredients. And oh yeah, it was wild. It was amazing.
Well, I mean, you did show up in the first inning of this thing. Like you showed up when gates opened.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
it is. There's going to be some
Yeah.
downtime there. I do think it's interesting that like the compares, you know, what you're speaking about compared to like a United States beer festival,
Yeah.
which is a different vibe.
Oh, totally. Totally.
Because I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, you know, I feel like if I went to the one in Brussels, I wouldn't have to worry about them playing like fucking Sublime for 3 songs in a row.
No.
You know, I feel very comfortable that that's
Yeah.
something we could avoid.
Yeah, it was super chill, laid back, and yeah, just a totally different vibe than U.S. beer festivals. It was amazing.
All right, let's talk Germany now. What kind of laugh is that for the intro? That is a laugh of shit went down.
Oh my God, so much shit went down. So
Did you have Lederhosen?
I did not, sadly, because I was not planning this at all. So I had a massive 8-hour layover at Kennedy to fly across. And it was like a multi-week trip. I don't even remember all the various stops, but Germany was the last one. It was like a 3-week trip, and Germany was the last stop before I headed home. And
You were on a world tour.
oh yeah, that was a lot. That was a long one, and it was like September, and the Germany piece, I was getting there first weekend of October, and I figured that, Oktoberfest is actually in September, so I figured I'd just miss it. I was kind of bummed about that.
Yeah.
And sitting next to this guy at the lounge at JFK, and we got to talking, and he mentioned that the Oktoberfest was actually wrapping up the weekend that I actually got into town.
Nice.
So I got into Frankfurt the last day of Oktoberfest.
Cool.
Got a ticket.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. So massive hall. Probably about, anywhere between 3,000 to 5,000 seats in this hall. Just massive tables. Goes down. It's the size of a football field.
Is it a permanent structure or temporary?
It is a temporary structure.
Yeah, that is the interesting part with Oktoberfest, is the ability to erect these gigantic tents that contain so much craziness.
Oh, yeah. Just massive. And I got myself a ticket pretty darn close to the stage. Knew no one. Showed up early. First person at that table.
I love this is a reoccurring theme.
Oh, yeah.
You might be the king of day drinking, sir.
Oh, my God. Yeah. It was probably about 6 p.m. You know, it was day adjacent.
Okay, yeah. It was happy hour.
Yeah,
It was happy hour.
Yep, get there. Crowd starts filling in. These two couples sit down next to me. Two guys named Christian, and they're absolutely gorgeous wives. Super nice. And they immediately know that I'm not German. Gives that away pretty darn quickly when I don't speak German. And start talking to them, and they ask me where I'm from, and I say Chicago because I grew up in Chicago.
And people abroad are going to be. There's a good chance they're going to know it.
Everyone knows Chicago because everyone knows Michael Jordan.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. Everybody does know Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Everybody has seen the Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
Das Blues Brothers. It's like, yeah, you get it. You guys get it.
Oh yeah, no, Michael. Everyone in the world knows Michael Jordan. Hell, I ran into a guy last week in Argentina wearing a Bulls jersey, and I talked to him about Jordan.
Sick.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. So I mentioned Chicago, and yeah, we started having a great time. Start drinking very large amounts of German beer, standing on the benches, singing to the band that's playing, just having the best time ever. Oh my God, it's amazing. And during one of the breaks in the songs, one of the Christians, we're actually sitting down for once, and he mentions that he had actually lived in the United States for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he had actually worked at Hofbrauhaus, Newport, Kentucky.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yes. At which point I realized he had been my bartender at one point. I had met him a couple times at Hofbrauhaus.
Nice.
I freaking go to Germany, run into a guy that I had known previous. Like, what in the world?
I did that.
Smallest effing world.
I mean, not to that level, but I ran into a bartender that I knew from Listerman at the Notre Dame UC game. I was like, hey, man, what's going on? He's like, I got a ticket. I was like, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
It's always cool when you run into, like, bar buddies when you're not expecting to.
It's just bizarre, you know? Just of all the places in the world to run into someone that I'd met before at Hofbrauhaus.
Yeah.
Crying out loud. But
that's pretty great.
That was a hell of a party. Oh my God.
And again, what are the odds? You're in a hall that holds thousands of people.
Yeah.
And you get seated at the table with the guy that used to work in the U.S.
Yeah. Who had actually served me before.
And was your bartender.
Yeah. Crazy.
It's a fucking small world, dude.
Yeah. Absolutely insane. But man, wow.
Disney got it right.
Yeah. That was a lot of drinking that night.
I can imagine. So, okay. So when they come out, so how does getting beer at Oktoberfest work? Like, do you have to go to a bar or do you have servers?
No, they actually have servers there. Yeah, just the traditionally dressed servers bringing out ridiculously large numbers of beer at a time.
Yeah, which is a ridiculous skill to have. Like,
insane.
So
insane.
I'm to the point where I can pretty confidently like carry 3 pint glasses through a crowd, like one in each hand, and kind of make the triangle Triforce thing.
Oh yeah.
I feel confident.
Yeah.
But when you see people that are holding multiple fucking steins and liters,
yeah, like 8 liters at a time, bringing these things out, like holy crap, ladies, damn, that is impressive.
I mean, I guess it's got to be in a way like training with kettlebells, where you just kind of get used to the weight of it, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely happened to me in jobs before, where I've worked for, like when I would work in the summer for the county, and I would have to like haul shit, or I would, like dealing with bricks and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like that was just the thing, and like over time you would get more proficient and better at it, and then the weight was just not a thing, just because you were just so used to moving it. It's kind of like when you watch, like, if you ever get your house moved by professional movers and watch how those dudes can just like fucking Tetris all your furniture directly out of your house. Yeah. And they're just like, no matter what it is, they have the straps and shit. Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh yeah, we've done this before.
Oh yeah.
They know how to pivot and turn, and it's pretty impressive. Yeah. So getting to see the servers work like that's pretty cool. Like, okay, so how do you pay for shit? Like, is it like here in America?
Yeah, it is. It's still so weird. It's just like normal servers come up, and you just pay the servers, and they keep track of all of it somehow.
And then at some point they're like, "Sir, you're cut off, and you gotta pay." It's like, oh god damn it!
I don't know if they ever cut you off. I didn't reach that limit. I cut myself off at some point.
Have you seen like any of the videos online of like crazy shit happening at Oktoberfest, and did you experience any of that with like people doing coke on the tables, or
No.
like people falling and shit, or like dudes like dressed in drindles and then jumping? There's this guy is dressed in a drindle, and he's outside of all the porta potties, and there's just like a whole rail of like beers that are just left over, and he runs and then throws himself through all these beers and like slip and slides down the end,
man.
and then jumps back up all covered in beer and like still smoking a cigarette.
I have never seen that one. I think Frankfurt's probably a little calmer than Munich. I think most of the tourists end up in Munich, and Frankfurt is more of the actual German crowd, so it's a little calmer. But it does remind me, however, of that video from a couple years ago, the guy who went Trough surfing at Wrigley Field.
Oh. Good. A recurring topic on the show. What are your feelings on troughs?
Well, given that I have very fond memories of Wrigley Field growing up, that's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't surfing. You
No.
know, I would definitely not Pete Rose headfirst slide in the pea trough. That's a little, that's not even a little. It's fucking disgusting, man.
The trough is one of those things that just reminds you of a time gone by. Like
yeah.
when like people smoked indoors.
Yeah.
It's like you're just standing shoulder to shoulder with some dude you don't know, dick in hand, like, hey, what's up? We're pissing beside each other.
Yep.
Because we're men.
That's what men do. Piss beside each
Piss
other.
beside each other. Every once in a while, you get an old guy who really has to piss and like leans against the wall at the trough and braces a hand out, which that's a whole awkward moment.
Oh yeah, that's you don't want to have to do the reinforcement thing.
I'm glad.
Although I'm going to go back in time here to a realization I had when I first started roller derby, that using a urinal with skates on, that there's a little bit of force there.
It's propulsion
There's
system.
a little jet propulsion there that will push you backwards if you are not properly in a plow stop kind of position.
You know what that means? Get a good prostate.
Oh, yeah.
You're doing all right.
Whew, good.
Yeah. So, oh man, yeah. Okay, so what is the piss situation like at Oktoberfest? Like, is it a trough setup? Is it a porta potty? How do we approach piss? Because you got 3,000 people drinking.
Oh,
and beer is not a game.
No.
It is.
No, it was fairly decent restrooms. Yeah, those were nicely constructed, regular restrooms there. At least in Frankfurt. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay. Could you smoke in the hall?
I did not see any. No.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, so let's expand the reach a little bit. So we've talked beer both in Belgium and Germany, which makes sense.
Yeah.
What country what are some of your favorite bars in the world by country?
Ooh. Favorite is always going to be the breweries in New Zealand.
Nice.
Wellington has a place, Fortune Favors. Oh my gosh. Beer there is incredible. The vibe is incredible. They have an upstairs solarium kind of place. It's number one in the world, and it's not even close. That place is just amazing. Really, I think country-wise, the beers in New Zealand. I would until last year I would have said the beers in New Zealand were my favorite, but man, that Brussels Beerfest, man, I think Brussels still might have kicked it up over the top now. But number 2 is Brussels Beer Project.
Okay.
Over in Brussels, tiny little brewery. Oh, there's a story actually too. So I was there a couple months ago at BBP. And so in small worldness, so I was in Tahiti, and they have one of those signs at this brewery of, how you've seen the signs with like Paris, 5,000 miles this way in an arrow, Chicago, 8,000. But this was all kinds of breweries. And so the the brew pub in Tahiti, which was okay. Not the best beer I've ever had, but it was Tahiti, so it's pretty sweet.
Great flag. Okay, beer.
Yeah, yeah. But it's still Tahiti, so it's awesome. So all of these breweries were like these massive breweries on these various signs at this brewery, except for Brussels Beer Project. Like, you got to be shitting me. Like, my second favorite brewery in the world, this tiny little place, has a sign at this brewery in Tahiti. Like, that is pretty damn low odds. So I met Brussels Beer Project a couple months later. Actually, not even a couple weeks later. And I'm looking at the beer list for BBP. And they have one beer there that's a collaboration. Just one. All the rest were their own. The collaboration, Jackie O's. You gotta be shitting me.
You can't escape Ohio.
That's kidding.
And I guess we'll include the tri-state in this as Ohio, where you can't get away from your German bartenders.
Yeah.
And now you can't get away from really good breweries in Athens, Ohio.
Yeah. Ridiculous. Like, of all the breweries in the world that Brussels Beer Project could have done a collaboration with, freaking Jackie O's out of Athens.
Yeah, I mean, just all the breweries, number one, and then all the American breweries, number two.
Yeah.
Like, in Ohio?
Yeah.
How
in the world do they even find these people, much less do a collaboration with them in Brussels? Like, and the beer is incredible. Just amazing.
Was there any country's bars or nightlife that you didn't like?
The craft beer scene in Paris is not good.
Oh.
Yeah, not surprising, because France really isn't a beer kind of country. Mm-hmm. The wine there is incredible, of course. The cheese, oh my God. Ugh. Just drooling thinking about cheese. But yeah, Paris, I love Paris. It's my heart city. Favorite city in the world. But yeah, their beer scene is not good in Paris.
But when you go there, get imports.
yeah, that's about all you can do there. Or you drink wine, which darn.
Yeah,
fine.
I was gonna say. I mean, I feel like that is the move.
Yeah, drink lots of wine and cognac. Like, fine, if I have to.
Yeah, okay, if I have to have delicious things. I will. Well, let's stick a pin in the food portion of this, because we're gonna have Lauren come on. Spoiler alert, listener. Lauren's gonna come on, and we're gonna talk about some of the food that Funk brought tonight. He brought some beers over. They were great. I just got done with the Polliner Municher lager, which was delicious. We also started out with the Delirium. That was great. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a good night for beer here in the basement.
Yep.
All right.
Trying to make it an international kind of themed evening.
It was. It's been a great evening. I feel like I'm traveling around the world and not even leaving the comfort of my home. All right. Have you ever traveled to a country that is now a different country? So, like, have you ever went to a place that when you were here, it was called this, and then the second time or the third time you showed up there, it's now this?
No. I honestly have not done a lot of international traveling until these last handful of years. I never really traveled much as a kid or anything growing up. We just didn't do that in our family. I never took a gap year. I never did the whole take our summer off from college and go backpacking around Europe and staying hot. We just didn't do that. Mm-hmm. So pretty much it was most of my travels are through work, and they've only been in the last handful of years, really. 2007 and on. That really had a lot of international traveling. So I haven't done that. I've had a lot of countries that have had previous names before. Most notably North Macedonia, which until recently was Macedonia, and just Alexander the Great. Somehow Alexander the Great and that history with that has just popped up into my work recently, because I had to have a memo filled out twice by my boss's boss because at one point I had a shortcut, an abbreviation. That's it, an abbreviation for North Macedonia because that was the abbreviation that has to be used on official NATO documents to not piss off the Greeks. But when you actually want to give a document just to North Macedonia, they want the original just Macedonia abbreviation on it. So had to change it and go back and have it re-signed by my boss. And she had to ask me why she had to re-sign this document. And I just had to tell her it was all due to Alexander the Great. And just pissing contests between Greeks and Macedonians.
Yeah, I didn't. This is on Alexander the Great. Like, this is not. I'm sorry, but
Bomb Track would understand this
is what it is. Is what it is. Yeah, definitely. Like right now, she's like, "Oh, I totally understand." Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
makes
No,
100% sense.
yeah.
Yeah. What was even your question? How often are you in a country where English is not the primary language?
Most of the time. Very rarely am I actually in any English-speaking country.
So how are you communicating with people, like just in day-to-day shit? Like how are you talking in Ubers or like at the hotel? Like how are you getting around?
Google Translate a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. English works a lot still, but it's definitely not the primary language at pretty much anywhere I go. But yeah, Google Translate is a lifesaver.
Nice. Okay. So and then so do you just have people speak into your phone, or do they speak into their phone? Is it kind of like you each have your own thing that you're translating?
The good thing is most of my meetings are in English. They will have a translator on occasion when we really need one, but in the aviation world, English is the international language for all aviation, which is nice for me. But regularly, just outside people, it's I don't talk a whole lot, except when I need to, and then I'll just translate what I need. And although I do regularly get asked for directions in these foreign countries by actual natives of those countries in their native language, because somehow I can pass for a lot of different nationalities. I think it's mostly because I'm just traveling alone, and no one expects an American to be just wandering around
just
on their
floating
own.
around.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, I got nothing for you, man. I'm just trying to do my thing here.
Yeah. I'll bring up Google Translate and Google Maps to help them with the directions, but that's about the best I can do.
Yeah. Get them pointed in the right direction.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like that's just like a super interesting thing to think about. I'm waiting for the day that we finally get like a hearing aid that can just in real time like translate for you.
Oh yeah, Babelfish. Yeah.
Wait, what?
The Babelfish?
This
From the little worm that goes in your ear that translates everything and proves that there is no God by its own existence from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Okay, thank you. For a minute there, again, because with you, I know I don't know what's like a secret or not. I'm like, we might actually have this, so maybe
we're pretty damn close. Actually, Google Translate could almost do that if you wanted to just put on a headset and have it do that. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I gotta figure that that's something that has to be like you're saying. I mean, because like I wear Bluetooth headphones a lot.
Yeah,
it would just make sense to me to be able to have like Bluetooth headphones you have in, and then it's just translating whatever is being said around you.
Yeah.
In a foreign language, and just like set it as the primary whatever the so like you know, like if I'm in France, I'm like, okay, I put in my Bluetooth headphones and I click French. And then I'm good to go. Or if like I'm in Tokyo, Japanese, then, you know, all right, cool.
Yeah, I think we're really pretty close to that already, and I think that we'll be at that level here real soon.
Well, and it will be like a monster game changer. It will be akin to like when we first did get Google Maps, because you know it was a game changer when we had MapQuest.
Oh yeah,
you know, to be able to like get directions. But the thing with MapQuest always is, you know, it was not a real time thing. You might go to a city and it says take a right here and it's under construction, and now you're
fucked.
Yeah, like this no longer works. So be able to have
Yeah.
like Google Maps and Waze now, where it's like, okay, cool, real time. This is
Oh,
what's
yeah.
happening. This is where traffic is
Yeah.
flowing, and then be able to get that in like a translation thing
Oh,
would
yeah.
just be incredible.
Yeah. Like I said, I think we're closer to that than we realize.
How do you get around in foreign countries? I mean, are you just like constantly alone?
Pretty regularly. Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of public transport, buses, subways. Sometimes I'll have a car rented. I had a killer Audi A6 rental car in Germany, driving on the
Oh,
autobahn.
that's
No
cool.
speed. Oh my god.
Just flooring it.
Oh my gosh. I started to get a little scared about 120 miles per hour.
That's fast, man.
Yeah.
You're moving. I mean, that is the one downside of the Autobahn is like if you wreck, you wreck.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
and it's not
Yeah.
like a little wreck.
No, but it is so easy. It is. Oh, those roads are so nice. Everyone knows how to drive. Oh, I've not driven the same since getting back. I drive way too fast these days.
All right. So, which country that you've been to has had the most like, for lack of a better term, foreign culture? Like, what has been the place that you woke up and you're like, this is fucking weird because it's so outside of like your existence of living in America.
Ooh. Turkey.
Turkey.
Yeah.
It was just like a mind bending like what is
Yeah,
going on here?
that one was pretty wild. Yeah, especially hearing the oh my god, first night, exhausted, call to prayer at 4 a.m. loud as hell. Oh my gosh.
Whoa, yeah.
That was loud. That was a shock. I was so tired. I was so jet lagged. And then that is just so loud.
That's a weird fucking rooster to wake up to.
Oh man. That was exciting.
What was so then what was it like to walk around there? Like what was the buildings like?
Oh. So I started in Ankara, and that's the capital, and it's got a kind of European flavor-ish kind of to it. So it's Ankara, other than the call to prayer, was kind of ish familiar. Istanbul is wild.
Yeah.
Istanbul is just this. Oh gosh. So it is a city about the size of Tokyo. So it's massive. But it's got like multiple different eras. So part of it honestly really feels like Tokyo, Dubai kind of
Super modern, like almost Blade Runner type shit.
Yeah, incredibly modern. And then you get the older section, which is like the maybe early 1900s kind of feel, you know. Then you get the older section, which is 1600-ish.
Holy shit.
And then you get the really old sections.
I'm sorry, the 1600s wasn't the old section?
No, not even close. Yeah. Then you get the super old section that is like, oh gosh, couple hundred.
Wow.
And these like Hagia Sophia, like the mosque there that had at one point been a Christian church, had at one point been Jewish, was like, oh, it just keeps changing hands and what religion it is, and had been a museum. Now it's back to just incredible. Just the architecture, and you're just walking around and just seeing everything at one time, and just massive intersection of every culture you can imagine, just because of that whole. You take a ferry and you're going between continents, for crying out loud, you know? 5 minutes and you're in Europe, 5 minutes the other direction and you're in Asia. It's just wild place. It is amazing. It is yeah, just so super cool. Never seen anything quite like that.
Have you ever been in a situation in a foreign country where you were scared?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought that would be one of those you like kind of thinking over me, but you're like, oh no, I was freaked out. Like,
Oh man.
So is it like sketchy nightlife type shit, or is it you like you feel like you feel like people are grifting you? Like what was scary?
I've had one or two times when I've known that people were trying to either play me or mug me or something. I get out of that. If you grow up in Chicago, anywhere in the U.S. in the city, you know how to deal with that kind of stuff. No, this was in our official drivers in Lebanon. Oh my God. We were in one of the military vehicles, a SWAT type vehicle, big old, massively, heavily armored van. Bomb-proof, super heavy, bulletproof windows. And we were in the back. No seats, just benches along the side. And this was a combination SWAT vehicle and police transport vehicle because there were bars underneath your legs that ran the length where they would hook if you had feet chains into that, and a bar running the top where they would hook, if you had handcuffs on, you would hook you into the top. So we were driving around in that, and Lebanon, while a beautiful country, oh my gosh, just wonderful people, amazing food. Sad as hell is what happened to the economy, but my God, I would go back to Lebanon in an instant. But I would definitely not ever want to be in this van again because the drivers there are insane. The driving, oh my gosh, just scary ass driving. And because we had no windows, we asked that the one massive, heavy armored door to the front be kept open. And we realized that if we did get into an accident, it was absolutely not survivable.
What?
There was no way to survive an accident in that vehicle because with having no seats, no seat belts, and oh yeah, that big door that was open that was like right in front of us also had a knife edge lip on it.
Oh
so
my
that was
God.
a guarantee to crack your head open. Oh, and then we were driving with where we were staying, had to drive right next to a pier. So if one of the wheels went off in that area where it went down into the water, that was really hard to see when it was dark. We were going to flip that vehicle, be upside down in the water in an armored vehicle, which you could not open the doors from the inside. And if you were even conscious, you were going to drown quickly. So yes, driving around in that vehicle was probably the most scared I've ever been in my life.
I like the fact that the plane that went up into the air and shot through the cloud when you were going from Purdue to Washington in all the horrible turbulence, great time.
Yeah.
But the transport vehicle...
Terrifying.
Okay.
Terrifying.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah. I a number of years ago, I had to do the training of being upside down underwater in a Humvee. So they put you in a mock Humvee, belt you in, all of a sudden flip you upside down. You have to figure out how to get out without drowning. That was a whole lot less scary than this.
Holy shit.
Oh, man, that vehicle was terrifying. Oh, man. I hated that thing.
All right, listener, what you did not know is we took a very sneaky little pause where we just took a time out.
So sneaky.
Yeah, we did. I think it was like a 15-minute break right there.
Oh,
I took the dog out. I took a piss. You took a piss. You got more beer. And when I say you, it's not just Funk. It's also my wife, Lauren Bishop, now on the show.
You didn't say wife correctly.
My wife.
That's better.
Sorry. I did kind of stumble fuck it there. And you rightfully called me out on it.
America's wife.
That's right. America's wife.
That's
That's
me.
true.
Yeah.
That is true. You are America's wife. So...
The sharing arrangements are kind of weird, but
So we invited you to come on the show because when Funk showed up tonight, he showed up with a cooler full of beer and then also a mess of food.
Yes. Future podcast guests, take note. This is how you do it. I should know better than to actually cook dinner before Funk comes over, because Funk always brings an assortment of food and drinks.
Well, Cincinnati is such a great food town, and we're doing international discussions today, and people really don't realize how much great international food exists in Cincinnati. And it's fabulous how many different varieties are just here and people don't know about that.
This could be an episode in and of itself.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not against this idea at all.
Yeah.
This is a great idea. Yeah, the foodies episode. Hell yeah. All right. So what all did you bring over tonight for us to drink and munch on?
Oh, so let's see. On the beer side, we started off with Delirium Tremens.
Which was great.
Yep. Also had some German beer. We brought over a couple of different Belgian lambics. There's a peach one and drinking a black currant one right now, which is
so good,
so tasty. Oh my gosh! And also have a Japanese red rice beer. Wow. And what else? Yeah, I think that's about it. So, but on food side, had a couple of cheese and plantain empanadas from a really nice empanada place up in Mason. Brought over some Japanese pastries because Japan really should be known a lot more for all of the baked goods that they make. So
it's kind of weird how Japan has baked goods that doesn't get talked about, and also their whole like bourbon thing they're doing now, or whiskey thing, where they're like fire aging their barrels so that it so basically it's kind of like a hack. From what I understand, where they can put something in a barrel for 5 years, but because they're like adding flame to it, it has the taste of like a 20-year-old whiskey.
Wow.
Yeah, real cool stuff that they're doing over there.
Awesome.
Yeah, really brilliant. Also brought over some Indian/Pakistani items. What else? Oh, and lastly, brought over a couple of different snacks from Korea. Including shrimp-flavored chips and seaweed-flavored wheat crackers.
So, listener, right now, Funk has the seaweed flavor and Lauren has the shrimp-flavored chips. I cannot partake in the shrimp-flavored chips because I have a shellfish allergy. One of my tattoos is a lobster claw on my leg that says "Death in a Banner." So I am steering clear of the shrimp-flavored chips.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
But I am a pescatarian, so I will give these a shot.
All right.
And I'll be sure to brush my teeth before.
Yes.
Good night.
Yeah, no. That seems like some James Bond shit where, like, you find out that, like, this guy is, allergic to shellfish, and then you seduce me, and then you kiss me, and haha, fucking lobster. And then I'm dead.
Now you're just telling this to the world. So someone may be plotting your death as you speak.
How many women am I kissing right now? Like, is this something I'm doing?
I don't know.
Wow, that's trust. That's trust. That's trust in a relationship.
Oh my gosh.
I promise not to kill you.
All right, thank you, honey. I appreciate it. If we can make that happen, that's great. For all the ASMR nerds listening to the podcast, we're gonna do a chip. People are not gonna be chomping down the entire time, but we are gonna get the real time reaction of these chips because this is a thing in like Asian countries where there is a lot of like super weird chip flavors that come out.
Okay, so what are we going to start with?
All right, well, why don't you go ahead because it looks like Lauren's already got one.
I was just trying to get like a smallest chip.
All right,
so
honey.
We'd be chewing for like 15 minutes.
All right, shrimp chip it up.
It's good. It's not super shrimpy. It's just kind of salty and there's some other chip that this is reminding me of, but I can't think of what it is.
Okay, let's go over this. The shrimp chip. And
Those are good.
These are actually like kind of like puff corn
right.
kind of things.
Yeah,
They're not like
exactly.
potato chips.
Are they baked, not fried?
These are actually really good.
I know.
Yeah.
You see it? Like, they're not really shrimpy, right? It's
No.
very subtle.
I'd eat these. Yeah. Yeah, I like these. These are pretty good.
All right, so that's one for the shrimp, and now let's do one of the seaweed.
These look like dog treats.
I was just going to say that.
These are weird.
These are really weird.
These are
Yeah,
like
these
a
things
dime
do, like-
size, but they're
What?
like super thick. They're like probably about a half-inch thick, but they're about the diameter of a dime.
From a distance, they kind of look like croutons.
Yeah, but round croutons.
Yeah,
cylindrical
like-
But they have this
croutons.
like really weird texture. There's
Oh
like,
God, look at them up close.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is weird.
This is so bizarre. It's
I'm even more like,
Worried about the seaweed than
yes,
the
than
Oh,
the
yeah.
shrimp chips.
than the
Yeah.
shrimp chips.
Although one of the ingredients in these is also shrimp.
Oh, good idea on checking that.
nice,
out.
nice, honey.
Wow, I bought all this stuff to kill Tank
You did.
today.
It's okay, just as long as I avoid the Asian foods, I'm good.
Oh, not a fan.
No.
Oh,
Oh God.
I might have to spit this out.
both
All the texture is weird too. Oh God.
both of the
It's
guests
all
are
weird.
recoiling.
Seriously, can I go spit this out?
Yeah,
please do.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Funk's gonna wash it down right now.
Oh my God. Yeah, don't do that. Oh wow, those were not good.
Well,
Oh man.
all right. Lauren has officially exited the basement with how
Oh,
bad
man.
the seaweed chips are.
I need this stuff out of my teeth. Oh God.
Give it a swish. Give it a swish.
Yeah. I'm going back to a shrimp chip. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah. Do one more shrimp chip. There you go. There you go. Kind of try to get that out of there. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the shrimp chips are actually really pretty good. But man. Oh. Wow, that was gross.
All right. Well, now that we're in the food section of the show, where was your favorite place to eat in another country?
This. I'd probably say there was this restaurant in Skopje, North Macedonia, that the Air Force guys took me to. We just had the best time. It was like probably about a 5 or 6 course meal, just all kinds of different food. So part of my job is to have an iron stomach for the most part. Shrimp, seaweed crackers aside. Ooh.
I might have to wash that down with a shrimp chip.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's
Right.
exactly what I did.
I'm seriously
Yeah.
doing that right
Yeah,
now.
just keep it off mic. But yeah, he did the same thing.
Oh yeah, I totally had to do that. But yeah, this place in North Macedonia, they had like a live band just walking around with some traditional instruments, playing and singing. Just wonderful food, drinking rakia, which is like this great brandy stuff, like 80 proof, and great wine. Oh, it was just incredible. It's just so much fun. Holly came in like a day or so later and went again and just had the greatest time. Incredible food, great atmosphere. Everyone was just singing, and it's just a wonderful evening. Both times I went.
When you're traveling, have you ever had an Indiana Jones type moment, like in the movie where they like slit open the snake and then they're like, "Here's the monkey brains"? Have you had one of those moments where you're just like,
Fortunately-
what the fuck is this?
You never ask what it is. You just eat it.
That's the rules.
That is part of the job.
when you're overseas. Just whatever they put in front of you.
Yep.
So do you always have like Tums and Imodium and various other things?
Oh,
with
yeah,
you?
no,
Because I do all the time
Yeah.
just in the America.
Oh yeah,
But, like,
yeah. No.
I would extra stock up
Oh,
overseas.
absolutely. Keep a big thing of it in my bag. But yeah, I have only had one incident where I've gotten really, really sick from eating something, and it was actually at like a really nice hotel.
Oh no.
Yeah, and oh man, yeah, I had to wait around for a COVID test to come back, so I couldn't go up to my room or anything, and had to find the restroom in the lobby to yak back all of that
Oh,
up.
no.
Oh god, yeah, it was the food was great going down, but man, something did not settle right.
It
and-
didn't want to stay there.
Oh, it definitely did not stay there. Oh, that was
Aw.
bad. But generally, yeah, you just don't ask. You eat what's ever put in front of you, and you try not to think about it.
Is there any country's foods you're like, I do not like this?
some of the French stuff gets a little weird.
Okay.
Yeah. I like most of the French food, but some of the French stuff can get really, really heavy.
Is it like broths or like what?
It's a pâtés and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Once you start getting into the really heavily fatted meat dishes, then yeah, just me and my gallbladder just don't agree with those types of things. But you eat what you do. What's put in front of you. So that's the job.
Is there any place you've ever ran into like a meat that we don't have in America?
I have seen some stuff in Australia and New Zealand. Saw some weird fish dishes in Japan. Actually had so over at the aquarium, Newport Aquarium here, they have this one really big fish in the Amazon tank. It looks like a massive piranha. Mm-hmm. It's actually related to piranha. It's probably about, good 2.5 or so feet in diameter. Just a big monster dinner plate of a fish. And they actually were serving that last week when I was down in Buenos Aires. It was really good. Holy crap. It tasted like kind of like a really smooth light salmon.
Oh, really?
But yeah, piranha relatives kind of taste like salmon.
Who knew?
Yeah. Super good. So if you ever see pacu on a menu, go for it. Yeah.
I was just about to say something really dumb. Like Jessica Simpson level dumb. I was going to say, is salmon like the chicken of the sea? Like, do you say things taste like salmon instead of how people say everything tastes like chicken? Is salmon like the default? Like,
I think for a couple things, quite a few things, the whitefish always has a similar type of thing. The slightly pink fish has a similar, I can see that.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't so dumb.
No.
I've had a really long day.
Thank you for contributing to this conversation.
Anytime.
Appreciate it.
This is why you got the third mic, right?
Yeah, no. Hey, you're just peppering some flavor into this podcast right now.
Some shrimp chip flavor.
Speaking of
Shrimp flavor.
Do people ever ask you about like what do people associate with American cuisine?
Oh my God. So yeah. I was in France once, and the French, I think they were just like fucking with us. Actually, I'm sure of it. I'm really sure that the French Air Force people that we were dealing with really, really liked fucking with us, and we did the same to them. It was pretty damn funny, actually. So one night they decided to take us out to an all-American kind of meal at a restaurant called Indiana.
You're kidding.
No.
What did they serve at Indiana?
Oh my God. The worst, most disgusting steaks and burgers I've ever seen in my life. It was all unedible.
Did they eat it?
Not really. I think they were, like I said, pretty sure they were fucking with us.
I love that it was called Indiana. Are there restaurants named after other states?
Yes, yes. Seriously, just ran into one last week called Kentucky.
No.
Yes, it is. Oh my gosh.
What did they serve at Kentucky?
Giant, disgusting slices of pizza.
What? I would have just assumed fried chicken.
Yeah, I don't know why, but it was like the most ridiculously large slice of pizza that it was just dripping with grease, and I was on this massive billboard driving down the highway. It is the most ridiculous thing I've ever. Oh, here it is.
Kentucky, the pizza capital of America. Oh, I'm in Lexington,
this
Kentucky.
Billboard is Who is this? Who is this on the billboard? Is he like a local celebrity?
I have no idea, but just dripping.
This looks like an AI generated billboard.
All right, listen.
Like, you have to post this.
Okay, yes, we will definitely post this to the show. This is terrifying. So listener, I'm looking at this thing that says Kentucky with a huge red background, and this like CEO white looking guy in like a fucking gray sports jacket and an enormous watch is just stuffing this huge slice of pizza in his mouth, and it looks like whole tomatoes on top of this thing, like tomato slices on top of this pizza. What is happening here?
So are people thinking Kentucky is known for its pizza?
I have no idea. If it's a whole freaking restaurant chain down in Argentina.
Oh, you know us, the bluegrass state.
What does this mean?
80. I have no idea. Wait.
Is that the price?
80 anno. I have no idea. I have no... Or is that years?
I was initially thinking years.
This place of mine have been around for 80 years.
80 years, Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky.
Kentucky has been around for 80 years, serving you the pizza you've come to know and love. Holy shit, that is mind-bending.
I think it is years.
Yeah, I think so.
Do
What?
do you ever run into like brisket or any kind of American barbecue when you're in foreign countries?
No, but I have had some really, really good barbecue in other countries. Oh my gosh, yeah. Best barbecue I've ever had, South Korea.
That makes sense.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Yum. Yeah.
Korean barbecue is pretty fucking
Korean's
tasty.
amazing. Chile's amazing. Argentina is amazing. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, nothing real American style, but yeah, those other countries, their national barbecue is incredible. Yeah, highly recommend it. Yeah.
Well, look, we're starting to wind down here on the episode. I need some help. Why is everybody laughing at me all of a sudden?
What kind of help?
Jesus. Yeah, remind me, honey, you know that whole thing where we talk about, like, why don't I talk to people about my problems? This is why.
I like bringing print down for this. This is entertaining. We should do this part more often.
Because I'm like, I need help. People just start laughing at me. It's like, great. Awesome.
I was just laughing because it was so, like, what kind of, you could be talking about any kind of help. What kind of help do you need?
Yes.
I promise I won't laugh.
Well, so I've only traveled internationally twice, and that was both times in high school when I went to Mexico as part of my Spanish class. I've never been to Canada. I've never been to Europe. I've never been to anything outside the States minus Mexico.
Sure.
So as a novice world traveler, where should I start?
Ooh. That's a damn fine question.
I mean, should I just go to Canada and just kind of do the training wheels thing? Or do I need to jump the pond? Or do I just throw myself into it and just go to Japan?
Japan is absolutely amazing. It is a lot, though. That is a big jump. What I honestly would recommend, get yourself a passport, look for a good deal on an airline, and just jump into it. Look for something that sounds cool. You know, the more you try to actually hard plan stuff, the more you go into something with big expectations, the more you tend to get let down by it, I think.
That makes sense.
See, and this is
know?
what I keep telling my wife about us getting into a three-way with somebody. You know, just like, wait, what? Oh,
He's full of shit.
that is true.
I don't know, Anya Taylor-Joy, man.
You know, honey, you don't want to plan these things if you're bringing a third person into your relationship. You just kind of, you know, if there's a
How does
deal
it just
on
happen organically?
Yeah, you know, I mean, this isn't going to, like, wreck things for us.
Not
or,
at all.
Or put a whole new wrinkle into this relationship. It's fine. You don't want to plan those. Just like going to foreign countries. Don't plan it. Let it happen. Be organic.
Yeah. No, I do think, you know, if you just see what's out there and see if there is something that pops up that sounds interesting and different, even if you don't know much or anything about it, you go and just have a good time and experience something completely new and different. And I think that a lot of the reason that people in the US don't travel around the world as much as they could is the expense, and B, the nervousness about all the things that could go wrong or the buildup for that. And if you just have hey, this is out there. This is a time we can do this. This is a good deal to be able to go do it. And let's just go and see what's out there. I think you get yourself into a situation where you're just surprised and can be in that moment without any preconceptions.
Look, I hear what you're saying, and I feel like it'd be a great life experience, but if I can't have a gun with me, then what's the point? Like that as an American, that's where I'm coming from. It's gonna feel weird from someplace where I just can't shoot people if they disagree with me.
I know. Who wants to live like that?
No, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. The U.S. of A, baby.
Yep, freedom, man.
All right, so. All right, that does, but in all honesty, that does give me a good starter point on how to kind of get into this thing, because it's something I do want to do. I feel like I do need to do some traveling, and we've kind of got to a point, you and I, here in the States, we're like, we've kind of talked about like, hey, do you want to go here, and we're just kind of, I don't know, I feel like I've seen the bulk of stuff I want to see.
Yeah, get your passport and let's go.
Yeah, and that's how Holly and I have been traveling lately. We have had no pre-destinations, no pre-plans. It's just we've found some good airline deals pop up and look at that like, hey, never been there. It sounds cool. Let's just go and do it and see what we find.
That's awesome.
To quote Rance's Ruby Soho, destination unknown.
Yep.
So, all right, as we start to wind down here, normally I would ask a final question for you, but at this point, I basically just have two specific questions to kind of cap the podcast off with.
Yep.
And then afterwards, if there's anything we missed, please fill me in. But are you trying to travel to all 195 countries in the world?
Maybe not all 195. There are definitely places that I cannot go and would not...
North Korea seems pretty fucking dicey.
I have been.
You've been to the Hermit Kingdom?
I have technically been 10 feet inside North Korea.
Holy shit.
Yes. I've been up to the DMZ. I was in the building that goes across the border. I was technically 10 feet inside North Korea, and I have a North Korean flag on my wall because I have been there.
Holy shit.
But inside the actual rest of the country, oh my God, no. I'm not that stupid in the current climate.
Have you seen the documentary of Dennis Rodman of him going to North Korea?
Oh my God. I've seen bits and pieces of it. I haven't seen the entirety of it.
It's so fucking wild.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So listener, if you've never, if you want to look up something interesting, fun, Google Dennis Rodman North Korea documentary. So Kim Jong-un is a huge Bulls fan.
Yeah.
Because again, as you said,
everyone knows the Bulls in Jordan.
Everyone knows the Bulls. Even in North Korea.
Yeah.
Even if you're living in like a weird...
everyone knows the Bulls.
A weird dictatorship. You still know Jordan.
Exactly.
And so he was a huge fan of Jordan and the Bulls. And Dennis Rodman ends up offering to come over to like some kind of like weird world peace tour where he also brings over like other former NBA players to play the North Korean basketball team. And listener, here's the fun part about Dennis Rodman. He has a lot of problems with alcohol. So at the beginning of the documentary, he's straight, but then at some point things get weird and he just starts getting drunk in North Korea. Oh, God. Dude, getting drunk in North Korea is definitely in my like bottom 3.
Oh yeah.
Like that is a nightmare.
Bad idea.
Of like places I don't want to black out, North Korea definitely on the list of places I'm not trying to get super fucking hammered in.
No.
And Dennis Rodman is just like out of control. There's one point where he's at like some press conference and he starts singing Sublime. He's like, I don't practice and no, I'm kidding. I'm just joking. And it's just like, what is happening right now? You're in North Korea singing Sublime. What are you doing?
God. Yeah, no, that is definitely not a trip experience that I want to ever have. Yeah.
Have you been on every continent?
Everyone except Antarctica, and I'm working on that.
That's the tough one, right?
Yeah,
that's
I
the
have
hard
a
one to
couple
get.
of ins, and a couple countries owe me favors that I'm hoping to call in someday for supporting missions down there, but I haven't been able to pull that off myself yet.
Okay, that would be a pretty cool one
Yeah, yeah,
to cross that one off the list.
yeah, yeah.
How does that thing work? Like, all right, honey, time for me to ask a stupid question.
Okay, shoot.
Does anybody like own Antarctica, or is it just kind of shared between countries? Like, does anybody officially control it?
That one is a UN kind of thing. I don't believe you can, but there are number of permanent bases down there with various countries.
Is it kind of like the moon?
Kind of. Yeah. Yeah,
It's kind of like the moon of the earth.
I appreciate that you thought I would know the answer to that question, but I did not.
You know what?
I'm glad Funk was here to
all the things
to answer it.
All the things you could throw at me that I have no clue. I'm like, finally, I'm gonna throw some fucking junk right back at her.
That was your move.
Coming in.
yeah, I don't think any country can claim the entirety of it, but they do have, like I said, there are a number of countries that have bases
That makes
down
sense.
there.
That makes sense. Yeah. No, it's so crazy to
Listen,
think.
let's not give Trump any ideas.
Oh, God. Buy Greenland. Okay. Oh.
We need Antarctica. It's so big, so big. Antarctica. Need Antarctica.
Tremendous.
I'm gonna put a wall there. Let's wall Antarctica. All right.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
It's the Shane Gillis thing where the secret to doing Trump is you walk into a room and you say what's happening in the room and then you repeat it. And then that's Trump.
That's about right.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Wow, you got a lot of speakers. I said, wow, these are some big speakers. Like, that's basically all you do.
He's sort of like an announcer.
That's basically what Trump does. Again, also why Trump is a great stand-up comedian, where he has like that 60-minute set
God.
where it's just like the wall and the lock her up thing. Like you hit the hits and then you talk about what's happening in the room.
Would you ever announce something with Trump?
Fuck, that's rough. That's a rough question. Is he a world leader at the time?
Let's say no.
Okay, so if it's just like benign Trump, where it's just Trump and
Is there such a thing?
No.
see, and that's why it can't happen because the problem is like Trump is always like somewhere trying to control something. So yeah, I can't be a part of like helping Trump control things.
True. Okay.
Yeah.
But if I could just like do a if there was like a thing where like Trump did not have control, like maybe a pre-2016 Trump.
Yeah.
Like when he was on The Apprentice.
Like the Apprentice era
and
Trump.
really
when everyone thought he was harmless.
He was just controlling like a fucking like reality TV show.
Right.
I totally would have done an interview with Trump at that time. And now the show's canceled.
Right.
Hey.
All right. So final question
Oh, my
from me before we get into anything that you got left. Do you want to go to space?
Always. That was always the dream.
So it could happen, and if it does happen, I mean, holy shit.
Yeah. I think the whole possibility on the astronaut gig is worn off after 5 rejections.
Aw.
But maybe I'll eventually have enough money to take the Elon Musk dick rocket up.
Hopefully you don't have to talk to Elon.
Yeah. Ugh.
You know he's got like a video that plays before you go up where he like talks to you and tells you how fucking great he is and to buy a Tesla on the way out.
Yeah.
Don't forget to tweet about it. It's like, fuck. This is rough.
Oh, God.
What would you, okay, so if you did go to space, what flag would you get to represent space?
Ooh.
How would that work?
United Federation of Planets.
Oh, hell yeah. Nice.
Of course.
Very good. Well, look, man, that taps me out on questions for you. Is there anything we didn't talk about that you were wanting to talk about?
No, not pretty talked out. I'm an engineer, so I don't talk this much ever. So this is like my weekly quota.
Honey, was there anything you wanted to throw in that you thought up?
I'm good. I'll have to
Listen to the episode
listen
and
later, and
see
maybe
what
we'll
happened.
bring him on for a follow up. I can come up with some follow-up questions. I do think the international food episode would be a good one.
Yes, I agree. I think that would be, and plus if we brought you back then, that would bring you into the Dale Earnhardt Club as a third time.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
Damn.
Third time on the show, Dale Earnhardt Club. Can't beat that. That's a good time.
Yeah.
Well, Funk is smart. He's not on any social media. Wise choice. Lauren Bishop, where can we find you at?
Instagram, Lauren Bishop, I think. Very rarely on Twitter at Missprint95, MISSPRINT 95.
Listener, to find me at Neil to Know on Instagram. NeilToKnow.com is the website. And if you like the podcast, I appreciate you listening to it. It does help if you leave comments or a 5-star on wherever you get your podcast at, but it really helps if just word of mouth. So if you have a friend that's in the world travel, tell them about this episode, share the episode with them. And then also let them know I have a back catalog of over 100 other episodes dealing with different collections, fandoms, and hobbies. There's something for everybody to listen to. Check it out. Lauren, thank you for coming in the later half of the show to hang out.
Anytime.
And of course, Funk, dude, thank you so much for sitting down and having this conversation.
My pleasure.
I really
And we
appreciate
survived without getting a hellfire through the window. So, hey, excellent.
We're still alive. Listener, peace.